My name is Ryan Lane, and welcome to my review channel. So, for today's movie, I will be reviewing Pass Providence, directed by Naoshi Shiotani and starring Kana Hanazawa, Tomakazu Seki, and Kenji Nojima. As per usual, I have never seen a single episode nor any of the prior movies of Psychopaths, so I am coming at this movie entirely as a newcomer. So, my ability to describe this film plot is a little bit hindered. The best way I can describe the plot is that there is this professor, Stronskoya, who is out on a Japanese ship delivering some important documents regarding an AI system simply called Sybil System. And en route, she is murdered by an ex-military group, and it is up to the Japanese Ministry of Affairs, led by Detective Tsunomi, to capture these men before they can engage in nefarious means. So the story can be a tad dense if the viewer, i.e., me, in this case, isn't well versed in the Psychopaths series. However, surprisingly, this didn't impact my enjoyment of the film as much as I expected. The film handles its lore and world building in a way such that I only had to do a little bit of extra detective work. Like a familiar viewer might have just been able to sit back, whereas I had to piece together a few things here. Like, for example, a character would say something that I wouldn't understand, like Q, and then a little bit down the later series, I'd see and actually be like, oh, that's what it is. So, again, if you're a newcomer to this movie, you can enjoy it. You're just going to have to exert some extra brain power to do so. However, that said, there are a few plot elements that I clearly could have benefited from increased familiarity. Like, for example, there's some conflict between Sumori and Kogami, played by Kana Hanazawa and Tomakazu Seki, respectively, where it's done well, and I could still enjoy the arc between them, but I clearly would have benefited from some background regarding the character's past, because they reference something that caused him to get in a lot of trouble, and they never bring it up, which, to be fair, is probably the lesser of two evils, because I feel like the alternative would be a massive giant exposition dump a la Dragon Ball superhero. So I appreciate the movie for sticking to its guns and picking a strategy with regards to its storytelling. However, where the screenplay does shine, though, is with regards to the conflict between Sybil Systems, and it's an AI program essentially, and traditional law enforcement. Unlike the most recent Mission Impossible movie, Dead Reckoning Part 1, where the AI system is just a monolithic evil entity because, American action movies, AI is always evil because, Skynet and stuff. We haven't imagined an AI that can be benevolent. Unlike that, in Psychopaths, things are a bit more nuanced. Like, for example, the film actually gives the human acting on a human a reason to actually want AI to have control. It actually gives a compelling reason. I mean, the audience might not agree with it, but you can at least see where the person is coming from. It's not, just a classic, Saturday morning cartoon villain of the week excuse type deal. Plus, the Sybil System AI, while cold-hearted, it is cooperative with human beings and is even respectful of people who don't fully trust it. So I found that really compelling. Plus, the film manages to make a super compelling statement regarding AI at the end of the film that took me really by surprise. I was like, whoa. However, it fits perfectly with the character's arc. I won't say which character since I feel like that could be a bit of a spoiler, but still, point being, you will be blown away by the climax of the movie. It's very well done. So the voiceover performances are pretty well done. Each character is brought to life by actors who clearly know how to flesh out each character's moral ambiguity and the shades of gray they occupy on the black and white scale of justice. So I really enjoyed that. Plus, Yamaji is great as Joji Seiga, a wise professor who urges caution to Tsunemori and Kogami about being overly faithful in what constitutes justice, because what justice is kind of being called into question with the civil system AI and the call to embrace international law. It's a long story that's kind of fleshed out in some opening text. So the visuals are pretty well done. The film takes creative advantage of its cyberpunk setting. The speculation about the future technology is unique and intelligently incorporates the civil system AI. Plus, the visuals incorporate compelling imagery that helps advance the story and its themes about God and technology. So that very well done there. However, the CG elements do stand out like a sore thumb in this movie. Specifically, the CG when it's used to bring to life the various vehicles, and there are a lot of vehicles in this movie. And the vehicles are kind of lacking in texture and feel overly plastic and kind of feel like they belong in a different movie, even at times. Plus, whenever the film does fist fights, the fist fights kind of feel like they play out in slow motion. And not in a good way. Like, I don't know, it just, something felt off about them. Everything else about the action scenes is fine. The shootouts are pretty cool. But yeah, it's just the fist fights that feel off. So, though newcomers may find themselves lacking the proper context to enjoy the proceedings, Pass Providence nevertheless entertains thanks to a solid voice cast and intelligent writing about how AI might impact society. So, with all that in mind, I will be giving Pass Providence 3.5 out of 5 stars. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. If you like this review and would like to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And for today's comment section prompt of the day, what is your favorite Pass movie and why?